so since the big news of Dave Bautista playing Drax the Destroyer in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I figured, what the hell, I'll do a review on a 4-part miniseries that had Drax the Destroyer as the main character, and that being Drax the Destroyer, Earthfall. Now, Earthfall pretty much is like a setup for Drax the Destroyer we know in the Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is the Drax Destroyer we get, and this is the story of how he got this way in that comic. So Drax the Destroyer in here is on a alien prison ship with a few other obscure space villains. And you probably wouldn't know. You guys probably wouldn't know them. The other ones are the Blood Brothers, the Lunatic, and Pybok the Power Scroll. So they're on this prison ship, and suddenly it crashes in a city called Coots Bluff. It's a little made-up town in Alaska, and the ship crash lands there, and the Pybok pretty much gets Lunatic and the Blood Brothers to work for him, and they take over the town just so they can, find a way to get out of here, because Pybok doesn't want to be here. He doesn't care. Lunatic is a total lunatic, pun intended, and he wants to just kill people out of random. Well, the Blood Brothers are just so stupid that they just follow Pybok. In here, we follow Drax, who comes across a girl named Cammy. Now, Cammy, the best way I could describe Cammy is that she's this little 8-year-old girl, and the best way, like I said, the best way I could describe her is she's pretty much if Gaz existed in the Marvel Universe. She is exactly like Gaz from Invader Zim. So, her, and the thing with, and what I mean is, this girl is just is like this weird emotionless barrier. She has an alcoholic mother, and she takes Drax as like a toy. Pybok gives the girl Drax just like, alright, here you go, he's no problem to me. That's when Drax is convinced, and keep in mind, this is when Drax had this huge, lumbering, dumb form, and Drax comes alive when he sees it. He becomes intelligent when suddenly he thinks that Cammy's his daughter Heather, most of you would know as Moondragon. So what happens is that Drax gets killed by Pybok and the others, and this is a very good story. I will say that, but this mostly focuses on Drax's, this gives us if you don't know who Drax is, this gives us a very good look at who he is, and also just the moments. And the reason why I was kind of leery getting this comic was because Keith Giffen wrote it. Now, Keith Giffen is a very hit-and-miss writer with me. He's been known to write good stuff. He's been known to write very bad stuff. Thankfully, this is some of his good stuff. Very condensed 4-part story. And it basically follows, like I said, Drax becoming this new incarnation of Drax. And it is really cool. Pybok, I know he's not really a very well-known character of Pybok, but he's treated like he's treated as such an evil menace. And the thing is that he just doesn't care. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's more like, oh, well, I'm doing what I do because I don't give a crap about Earth. I want to go back up there. So that was the thing with that. And also, there's just some great dialogue between Cammy and Drax, is that Drax and Cammy actually touch minds for a bit, and he asks her, I know this isn't an act you're putting up of this lonely girl form, what happened to you? And this is one of the best quotes in the comic, life happened. Mine came without a warranty. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. You don't really know, all we know is that Cammy's mother's an alcoholic, but what we don't know is how deep her mental scars go. I think they explain it a bit more in Guardians of the Galaxy, because in here Cammy goes to Drax, and this doesn't really tie into this doesn't really tie into Guardians of the Galaxy, but this gives us just the characters you're going to see, preferably Drax. And it is cool. There are some really cool fight scenes. There are some cool epic moments in here. And Drax in here is treated as a total badass, even though he can no longer shoot energy blasts. He's kind of got this Street Fighter Kratos look to him now in this form. So So all in all, I really recommend this comic if you really want. If you're like trying to get into Guardians of the Galaxy, or you are a Guardians of the Galaxy fan and you want to know more about the characters like Drax, I'd say pick this up. This will give you a really good idea of what Drax is and tell you what he's all about basically. And it is a good comic. I got this for it's $10.99. This little paperback trade I got was was $11 at best at the comic book shop I got it. I think this is out of print, but you can probably find it online, or the separate issues online at least. But yeah, I would highly recommend this if you're trying to get into Guardians of the Galaxy, and after hearing about the whole Dave Bautista as being cast as Drax, yeah, I'd say give it a look. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys later.